Now it's time for our Go One Better, number one Cochrane call of the night. We have Brian in North Huntington. Brian, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. What's up?
I'd like to ask, is it safe to say that all 7 draft picks of the Steelers make the team?
I don't know if it's safe to say that, but you would expect, yes, they should. Although, you get to 6th and 7th round, sometimes hit or miss on some of those guys. So, Chris, that's hard to say. But I would think in a good draft, you would expect them all to be on the team.
I always think the 7th rounders are kind of a crapshoot. I actually feel like the 6th round, it could go that way too. But yes, I would say if you have the chance to identify these players and actually use a draft pick on them, you would want to go 7 for 7, or how many ever picks you have. You would want to ace that test and get all 100% there on your roster because you feel that they are good enough. I do always think, though, it's interesting at the very end of the draft, Bob. I don't know if you do, about how some of these guys at that point would prefer to go undrafted. Yeah. I always find that little shakeout at the end of the draft, probably the last 20 picks of the draft versus undrafted free agents, to be an interesting dynamic year after year.
All right, Maulers, not so interesting tonight. So, Chris, I was out at a funeral home. I came back, flicked the game on because I wanted to see. I saw nobody in the stands. Now, I know they had weather last night. Was there weather tonight? And if not, what does that say about this league in its first weekend?
Well, I heard you and Ron and Joe talking about this, and Ron's buddy pointing out to him that you can gamble on it so it'll survive. TV-wise, I think they seem at least committed to it in principle. Here was the problem. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that there was a sellout crowd on one side of the stadium. I have no idea why on the side opposite the camera they had literally not a soul in those stands. The rare times they would cut the camera back around and show you the camera side, you might have had 150 people scattered throughout there, probably most of them NFL scouts or NFL people at least just poking around to see if anybody in the game was worth taking an extra long look at. But, it's a Monday night. It's 65 degrees and sunny in Birmingham. You could watch a football game. I don't know. It seems like you could find more than a couple hundred people who would want to do that. Not a great sign early on.
Obviously,
but then again,
they want to control
if they knew they were going to see Kirby Wilson's offense, they probably would have had 0 people in the stands. In fact, they might have had people leaving the sidelines watching the Maulers attempt to play offense.
Well, they're going to play again on Saturday against a team called the Stars. We'll see what happens there. They lost tonight 17-3. If you're interested, we're going to show you some of those empty seats tonight at 11. That's going to do it, Chris. Thanks for joining us, as always. We'll see you again on Wednesday night, and we hope to see you tomorrow night right here, 10:35, same time, same station. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Signing off for now. Good night.